Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In my previous videos of Azure playlist, I have showed you like how you can explore Azure AI Studios and how you can create a project and create a repository in Azure and Azure DevOps. I have given you an idea and then create an analytics process in Azure. So if you didn't gone through my previous videos playlist on Azure tutorial, I'm requesting you to please go through that. And guys, please subscribe to my channel because that will be a motivation for me. So in this specific video, I'm going to explore how you can use Azure Computer Vision Services using API key. So in this video, I'm going to connect Azure Computer Vision API key using the Python code base. Okay, so how you can use the computer vision services. So for that, I have to log into portal.azure.com. So this is the portal.azure.com, and in previous video, I have showed you like how you can utilize the analytics resources and how you can create the AI studio, AI resources in AI Studio. So everything is given in the previous video. So this video, I'm going to explore Azure AI Services and AI Studio both. So let me go to Azure AI Services. Okay, so this is the Azure AI Services, and as I described in the previous video, like they have the so many Azure services, AI services like AI Search, Computer Vision, Face API, Custom Vision, Speech Service, Language Service, Translator, Document Intelligence, Bot Service, Anomaly Detector, and all. So each and every service you can find in the Azure AI services. So if you do not have that available in the home or landing page, you can simply go to more services and you can find, or you can simply go to the search the search option and you can give the Azure AI services and you will get the idea. And I have created one resource in Azure AI Studio. So these three resources I have created, and if you didn't create your resource, please create a free account in Azure and create those resources, because those will be helpful, and then only you are able to create the API key. Otherwise you won't able to create the API key. Okay, so I'm going to Microsoft Azure first, and then I'm going to Microsoft Azure AI Services, this option. Okay, so let me explore what are the options available. This specific video I'm focusing on computer vision, so let me go to computer vision. So this is the option. So if you go there, so I have created one resource which is demo for YouTube. Okay, so this is the pricing tier F0, and that is successfully created. Guys, in this video I'm not going to create any other resource because it will take some time to deploy it. I'm not going to waste my time. So it is the simple thing how to create a resource. You have to go to create button, and then it will open some filling details. You have to give the resource group, region name, and pricing tier you have to select, and then you have to review plus create. So that I have already described in my previous video. And if you have the free account, or if you have the account in portal.azure.com, you simply go and create a resource. So let me open this. Okay, how we can connect that through code base. Okay, so in this page you can see like there is an option, get started with your resource in Vision Studio. So I'm going to Vision Studio. Let's see what is there. Okay, so those are the API keys and this is the endpoint. So first you need to get the code, right? So through the code only you can connect the API keys. So we'll come back to this page later. First we go to Vision Studio. So I'm clicking this, go to Vision Studio. Let's see what is available in Vision Studio. So guys, it is opening and you can see like there are so many services provided by this Vision Studio. One is featured, one is optical character recognition. I think my page is again refreshing. Welcome to the new Vision Studio. So this is a pop-up given by them. Okay, so anyway, it is fine. So guys, focus on this services provided by the Azure Vision Studio. So this is featured. This is optical character recognition. Optical character recognition means if you have some handwritten notes or any prescription or any medical bills, so from there this service, particular service, will fetch out the extracted text. So that is called optical character recognition. Spatial analysis that we also have. Okay, so this video particularly that I will explain in the next video maybe, but in this video we can focus on the featured or any image analysis kind of thing. Okay, so if I'll go to face, you can see like face service detect faces in an image. So this particular thing is used by security cameras and all, where face detection is required. Suppose any phone, there are, we have the face unlock feature, right? So this services is used by the smartphones or any security cameras or any security company, they can use this feature. Then uh, image analysis. So image analysis also we have so many things like recognize products on sales, customize models on image, search photos with image retrieval and all, extract common text from image, add sense and remove backgrounds, add captions to an image. So maybe we can explore this, add captions to an image. So guys, if you didn't gone through my tutorial on Hugging Face, so there I have done one thing. So there we have selected one AI resource from Hugging Face, which model can give a caption of the image. Okay, so that was a free version of the model. So in Vision Studio also we have this kind of thing which is called add captions to image. So basically add captions to image is particularly for, suppose you have an image. Okay, so it can give a headline or it can give a caption of the image. So maybe we can try with this. So this is a model provided by Azure Vision Studio. And how to use this? So basically if you go to AI Vision Studio, custom Vision Studio, not custom Vision Studio, if you go to Azure AI Vision Studio, so there you will have this option, right? In the feature you have this. Okay, detect common objects from an image, remove backgrounds, and add dense captions to image, extract text. Okay, so many things are available. Sometimes that particular options may not be available in this page. You have to go to particularly that particular tab, like image analysis, because I'm going to create a service with the Azure Vision Services. Okay, so there we have the add captions to image. So I'm going to use this. Okay, how can I add captions to an image? So let's try it out. So there is an option provided, right? Try it out. You have to simply click on this option and this page has opened. Okay, so basically those are the sample images provided by Azure itself. So they have the backend API deployed model, and I have to select a image. I can select from browser as well. I mean from my local system as well. So from there also I can select. Okay. So suppose I'm selecting this image. So it is giving a caption of this image. So it is running in the backend, and yes, you can see a man jumping on a skateboard. Okay, so this is the caption of the image, which is absolutely correct. Okay, let me select some other image. So I'm selecting this, a group of cows grazing in a field. Okay, so it is absolutely related with this image. And I can browse a file from my local system as well. I think I in desktop I have something. And let's go to images, and then I can go to this bootstrap logo maybe. Let's see whether it is working fine or not. A purple logo with text, so it is absolutely correct. So as per the image is giving the caption. So let's try to connect it with HDK. Okay, let's try to connect it with my code base. So how to do that? Okay, so in the above you can see like we have few options like view documentation, view HDK reference, use the REST API, or view samples on GitHub. So if you view samples on GitHub, so it will simply open the GitHub URL, and there you will get the raw codes. Okay, so those are the Azure samples. Meanwhile, what I will do is I'll just simply go to Google Colab. Okay, guys, I'm using Google Colab because Visual Studio Code we won't use in this case. Maybe you can use Visual Studio Codes. There is no hardcore restriction. You can go ahead and use, but use Google Colab because that is more comfortable for me. Okay, so this is the UI of Google Colab, and let me give some random print statement so that the sorry, so that the backend engine will start. Python compiler engine. Okay, so I'm giving some random print statement just to start the SDK. Okay. Meanwhile, this is the code. So available in GitHub. So it is provided by Azure. So you can go through this. You can explore the code base. I'm not going to explore this because I have to find some shortcuts. Okay. I just need to get the code. How to use this. For that, I am going to Vision Studio again, and I have to click on View SDK Reference. This option. Let me see whether my Python console is working or not. Yes, it is working. So I have to provide some code. For that I have to click on View SDK Reference. Okay, so I'm clicking on View SDK Reference. So it is opening. So guys, this is the SDK reference, and I'm going to use Python. So if you're going to use C hash or Java or JavaScript or REST API or Vision Studio, you can go ahead. But in this video, I'm specifically focusing on Python, like using Python, how you can connect your API key, and how you can use the computer vision services, under which we are going to use this add captions to image. So this is the model. Okay, so I can give a heading like add captions to image in Azure Computer Vision Services. Computer Vision AI Services, maybe. Yeah. So just for understanding, I'm giving this reference line. Okay. Next line, I can give the code. So I'm going to use Python. I'm clicking the Python. So if you scroll down, there are so many things and documentation and prerequisites. You can go through this. I'm simply going to pip install steps. So I'm using a Windows machine. So you have to set your key. So not going to set key as of now. I will provide the raw key in the code base. So let's focus on the further things. So pip install Azure AI Vision Image Analysis. So first requirement is to install this Azure AI Vision Image Analysis, this thing. Okay. So if you simply copy this and you have to paste this over here, it will install the dependency. So guys, it is started installing. I think it will take few seconds of your time. Yes, it is installed. Okay, now the next step, again go back to Vision Studio. So this step is done. Then step 3, copy the following code to quickstart.py. So this is the raw code provided by them. Okay, so I'm copying this. I'm just simply copying this and I'm pasting in the Google Colab. Control V. Okay, so these are the dependencies and these are the modules they have imported, import OS and all. Okay, so OS vision. So guys, see in try we have the endpoint and keys. So you have to provide the endpoint and keys. So from where you will get this endpoint and keys? So that I'll explain. First, let me focus on the rest of the code. So except key error and all of the things, you no need to change all of the things. Okay. So image URL. So image URL is available. Let me see what is the image available in this URL. Okay, I can either copy and paste in the browser or else I can simply control and click over this URL. So this is a sample image provided by Azure itself. So this is the image, a man, a whiteboard and a big screen or television. So he is going to describe something or clicking on the town hall. So this is the sample image. So let's get a caption for this image. Okay, let's try whether our model is working fine or not. So I'm not going to change anything over this code. I will simply change this vision endpoint and vision key. These two things I have to get it from Azure. So let's go back to the Vision Studio. And so we have this demo for YouTube, right? In portal.azure.com. If you go to Vision Services, so I have showed you at the beginning of this video, we have the endpoints and we have the keys. Okay, so I'm simply going to copy this endpoint. Okay, so this is the endpoint, guys. I'm copying this, and this endpoint I have to paste it over here, and make sure you have to use double quotes. So this is the endpoint and the API key. So API key is this. So I'm going to simply copy this API key. I can simply click on show keys. No problem, guys. After this video, I delete this key anyway. So I have copied key one, and so make sure to copy key one only because that will be helpful. You can copy key two. There is no restriction. So I'm basically pasting this API keys. Okay. So rest of the code I'm not changing. Let's see whether it is working or not. So I'm going to hit the trigger button. It's executing the code, and you can see like there are so many things. And this is the caption: a person pointing on a screen. So this is the caption of this image, which is absolutely correct, right? Because this is the sample image, and the caption of this image we can get is a person pointing at a screen. Okay, so this model is working fine. Now what I'll do is I'll modify this code. Like I will only need the caption. I don't need all these things because I'm not understanding what those tabs is. So maybe you can go through or maybe you can explore the documentation and you can explore through this. But in this video I'm going to remove these lines because that is unnecessary, makes the confusion. So I'm removing the rest of the codes. I will simply get the uh, caption of the image. Okay, let me trigger again. Let me hit the run button again. So it is running, and yes, you can see like we got the caption like a person pointing at a screen. Okay, which is, and confidence is 0.7768, which is 77%, which is absolutely fine and is correct only. Okay, now let me use some other image. Okay, so other image, I can simply search sample image. Okay, so guys, you can use your local image as well, but in this video I'm going to take some sample image from internet itself. So this is a image of a bird. Let me click this and let me click the URL, copy link address, and let me see whether it is working fine or not. So if we'll go there, so it is loading. So basically it's a Fuji film, so maybe we can go ahead with any other images. So we can take this is also a sample image, copy link address, and let's see whether it is opening the image directly or not. Okay, let's try with this image. So this is the image. Okay, let's try with this whether it is working fine or not. So I copied the URL, guys. Okay, so I'm simply providing the URL over here. Control V. Okay, and let me execute this code. Okay, so HTTP response error because input data is not a valid image. Yes, I have to get some simple image where I'll directly get the URL, so that if I hit the URL, it will open the sample image. Okay, so let me try with this. Let me copy the URL, copy link address, and let me open this image. It is also contain some other stuffs, or else I have to get some this thing also. We can try copy the link address, and you can go ahead and you can try with your local image as well if you have any sample image in your local system. Okay, so I'm just trying to find any particular image which is directly opening through this URL. So maybe we can try with this link address copied, and we'll directly try to open this. Unfortunately, no go. So let me open this. This is also not a particular image. Let me try with some other image. Okay, so maybe this image. Copy link address. Or else, guys, we can simply go to Azure Vision Studio and let's see whether any other particular image is available or not. I think they do not have any particular image which we can use from local code base. So let me try with this. Copy link address and let me try with this. So this is not a particular image. So let me modify this search. So sample image URL. Okay, so sample image URL. Let me see this whether it is copy link address. Actually, this URL should open the image directly, not the additional stuffs, because that is a Azure Vision service, not the. So in this also we do not have all those image particularly available. Let me open this. So this is the particular URL, I guess. Yes. So this is the particular URL. Let me copy this. Let me copy this and let me paste it over here. Image URL. Okay. So I am simply pasting it over here. Control V and let me execute this code. A bee on a flower, confidence 0.8129. Let me see whether it is correct or not. Yeah, so it is correct only. So there is a bee and there is flower. So it is giving the caption as a bee on a flower. Okay, and 81% confidence. So this is the way, guys, you can use the Azure Vision Services for image captioning. Okay, and for these two things, endpoint and key, how you can provide this endpoint and key in Google Colab, that I will show you in the next video. That will be a smaller video, and there I will show you like how you can use this endpoint and key in a Suppose you no need to mention it locally, you can say this details in this key. Okay, so that I'll describe in the next video. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have any question or any doubt, you can simply comment me in the comment box, and if you have any suggestion, please give me in the comment box. And guys, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos. That will give me motivation. That's it for this video. See you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and goodbye.